Alright, just a quick update. I had a little problem yesterday, probably about 1:30 in the morning, roughly. I don't know how long it went on for, but it was certainly a good couple of hours that I was checking it out. But basically, I lost all internet. I had no internet. Even the Wi-Fi wasn't working at first until I gave it a reboot, but the mobile internet was totally down. So I done a few tests here and there, went into settings to check this and check that, and I noticed a new service provider, 23432, which is probably 23 backwards, 4 in the middle. So it's probably got something to do with this text message that's going out. But why would you need a service provider if it's just a text message? And I'm not saying it's anything to do with this thing that's happening on the 23rd. It could just be a new service provider, or it could be a service provider, that's what they're called, that's what it's come out as. But I don't know, I just noticed it, a new service provider, because my thing was on auto, and when I put it to manual, it searched for the networks. And I'm sure at first it weren't getting no networks at all, nothing would come up. But then eventually the networks were coming up, but I still had no access to the internet. So I thought that was a bit weird. I did make a little video of it, but I don't know, it's not going to prove much, just the fact that it was actually happening. Last night I had no internet. I was adding things to my playlist and that, and all of a sudden I just couldn't do anything at all. So I just thought I'd give you that little update there. So when it comes to the case, let's say, yeah, so Eddie Vinyl's come back. He's done a video. I haven't watched it yet. I noticed it because someone done a video, a little short. So I noticed that, added it to the playlist. I've been watching this Rainbow Storm guy, talks about the Illuminati. He's gone into detail about the guy that found the body. Also this one here, questioning a picture that was found. People's trying to work out who it is. Someone said it was Nicola's boss. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But it's just some guy kissing Paul or something, or hugging him. Someone was concerned about that. Yeah, so here's the Eddie Vinyl one that I saw.
Just while I'm on that, I want to talk about Jason Rothwell. Jason Rothwell was the medium, the psychic that found Nicola's body. People said to me, see Eddie, the lay-by, the lane had nothing to do with anything. Well, it's a tidal river, as Peter Fording made absolutely clear. If the body, Nicola's body, was tossed back into the river nearby that tree, maybe just 6 foot to the left or 6 foot to the right, the body could quite easily...
Yes, so Eddie's back. Obviously the family said it was okay for him to carry on, because the last time he made a video, he said he spoke to the family. That's the reason he took all his videos down. But he sent a message via online to them, or for everyone to hear, saying to them, look, if you want me to carry on, I'll carry on. And obviously they've given him the okay, because he's carrying on, isn't he?
Have drifted up with the tide for 3 hours and then drifted back and got stuck in that tree. I think the lay-by carries quite a lot of weight. That lay-by, it was just too coincidental. And you know, coincidences don't...
Now this picture that he's shown, The red coat person. That picture there looks dodgy. That picture there looks dodgy. I'm telling you. I'll show you in a sec.
Really happen in threes, in my opinion. They really don't. I'm sorry I've taken that video down about the lay-by, but even Brian Harvey, and hello to Brian, and hello to all his fans.
Now he keeps bigging up Brian Harvey for some reason. It's not the first time he's done it. So I'm not sure that's what's going on there with this guy and Brian Harvey, but you know, he doesn't think the CCTV is a problem. But quite a few people say that it is a problem. He thinks that the glitching is just normal because he's got a similar camera and it jumps around. But that CCTV that was given online is far from normal. So I don't know why he hasn't researched anything like that. But he's obviously avoided that. Yeah, so that's Eddie. Eddie's back. Like I say, obviously the family's given him permission to carry on by the looks of it, because otherwise he wouldn't be doing anymore, would he? Yes, I've just been updating the playlist. A couple of old videos there that I thought, you know, quite important if anyone hadn't seen before or wasn't aware of. Just thought I'd just add that in there. This guy Paul Man also keep getting a lot of someone was leaving comments, Gaslight Productions, and this Paul Man, that's how they started up Gaslight Productions. So I was saying to him, look, you're Paul Man, why are you trying to make out that you're someone else? And they're like, oh, don't call me that, you're being rude, you're this, that and the other. But yeah, this Paul Man, let's play this one quickly.
Because I'm not a coward and I don't hide behind a computer. See? Behind a computer. Well, I was getting trolled and abused by Bill Maloney supporters who loved Bill. Mile. Some of them, Nikki Cooper, is already putting a bit of distance between herself and him.
So this guy, he's having a go at Brian as well. He reckons he was at some protest and it was all fake. And in this video, he's trying to explain that the reason he went down there was to ask questions of these people, because he saw a lot of people was getting trolled for asking good questions. But I'll carry on playing this one quickly, because when he does go down there, he doesn't ask any questions, not on video that we see, and he didn't make any video himself. The only question he asked was for Ben Fellow's rights. He hasn't asked him why are you trolling people, why are you doing fake campaigns. So why is he making this video now, making out that's what he's there for?
People are trying to distance themselves from it. The whole shebang, the Andrew Ash thing. Brian Harvey's set up in Parliament Square. And if the truth ever comes out, it's going to be very shocking.
Thing is, a lot of the truth has come out, but no one don't want to talk about it.
It was the Bill Maloney thing, you know, back in 2011, 2012, 2013. Everybody loved Bill. There was an handful of people asking sensible questions online who got trolled and abused in the same way that I'm getting trolled and abused right now by Brian Harvey supporters. Back in 2012, I was getting trolled and abused by Bill Maloney supporters who loved Bill. But all I was doing was asking sensible, reasonable questions. And a few other people, a handful of other people who dared to ask sensible, reasonable questions in comment sections, also got trolled and abused. So I got fed up with it, and I went down to Parliament Square in 2013 to go and speak to people face to face. Because I'm not a coward and I don't hide behind a computer. That's why I'm here.
You know about that?
Where MPs are above the law within the European superstate.
Is that right?
Okay, so this is Ben Fellows. He was running quite a few campaigns. This is the guy I met in 2013 at the Bilderberg. I didn't know none of these people. I wasn't aware of anything really to do with this truth movement and what it stood for. So that's how I come across this character. And he's at this protest, or what's meant to be a protest, a tent protest. But it's all fake. It's all fake, and it's not the only thing that these people have been involved in that's fake. They've been in the papers, they've been on the news. Laws could be changed in their names. And at one point I've got a video of Ben saying someone phoned him from the Leveson inquiry, actually telling him that, yeah, we're going to use you and your story and the people that campaign on your behalf, we're going to use them to change the laws on the internet.
I'm not getting involved or discussing.
We are.
But you are involved.
That's why you're here.
Excuse me, Sergeant. Does that act supersede his human rights?
Okay, so this is the Paula Mann person. The same person I'm saying Gaslight Productions that's leaving comments having a go at me for getting involved in the Nicola Bulley case, trying to find out what's going on. So I don't know why they're having a go at me. But they keep having a go at me. They've had a go at me about the hamster case because I got involved in that. 2 children making allegations. So 1 minute he's saying, he's making this video trying to make out that, people was getting trolled and I was concerned about them and I went down there to confront these people. And then when he's there, he's not confronting them, he's actually with them and he's sticking up for them and he's asking questions about, well, why aren't you letting this guy protest? When he's trying to say he knows already that they're fake.
The acts that you mentioned, yeah.
Acts of Parliament, statutes that need the consent of the government.
Does it supersede this gentleman's human rights?
We're not telling him he cannot stay here. What we're saying is, pretend.
The structure, no structure.
Go.
It's not a permanent.
Because I'm not a coward and I don't hide behind a computer. And I went down to Parliament.
Okay, so that's that character there. Let me see if I can find these comments that they were leaving. Here we go, Gaslight Productions. So it starts out, he wants me to explain this video. Can you explain the purpose of this? But he doesn't really say the purpose of what, Obviously it means the video, I suppose, but it says in there, it's in the title, the height, ? That's the purpose, was questioning the height. But anyway, I knew there was gaslighting, so I replied to them, yeah, it's all to do with Nicola Sturgeon. They didn't like that, obviously. It's not the answer that they wanted. They wanted proof. I gave them a little bit of proof. And then we just carried on back and forth. Yeah, so I think it's that same person, Gaslight Productions, Paula Mann. Let's see if we can bring them up. Let's see if we can get any Gaslight Productions. Like I say in the beginning, that's what he was calling himself, but maybe not now, maybe it's all changed. But at the moment he's outside the BBC, he's doing a protest in a tent. So 1 minute he's, well, I should say she, I don't wanna, is it a she or a he? I don't know. In this picture it looks like a she, I'm not quite sure. Don't wanna misgender now, do I? But that's a crime. Okay. So yeah, so he's going on about this drum wedge. He's been down to see him and all that, but even Brian said that looked a bit dodgy. like they was just chatting like mates. So that's that character having a go at me for getting involved in cases. So Nicola Bulley, strange little case. So yeah, so we've got this picture that's fake. I don't think Eddie talks about that. I don't talk about the CCTV. So it's just a bit weird, isn't it? He took down all his videos because he said the family got in contact with him, told him to take them all down. But then he's asking online whether he should carry on. He's asking the family, look, should I carry on? Should I carry on? And now he's carrying on. It's a bit weird. But anyway, I think the main thing was just wanted to say about this test thing that's going on the 23rd. Because obviously we had the 23 in the Nicola Bulley case. We had the 23 that was on the bench that everyone was shown. That the Sky News person had taken pictures of in front of everyone so they could see. And then the online found out, and on that same day that he took the picture, he even said, oh, it'd be funny if she gets found today. And she did, 23 days later. So that 23 was there as a message. Whether the tennis ball was a message is another thing, but there's a lot of messages in here. Oh yeah, another thing I found out that's quite interesting was I come across this song. One sec, let's try and find it. Yeah, I was going through some tunes, and I come across this song. I can't really play it. It was Chemical Brothers, The Test, and there's one bit where the woman, she's in the water, and there's a well going by, and then next minute she's there, the well opens the mouth and she's going into the well, the mouth of the well, which looked pretty similar to this car one that when I mirrored it, the supposed Nicola ended up in the car. And also it had this space scene as well. I mean, I turned this upside down, it looks a bit more spacey, futuristic. It looks like if you was thinking quantum leap, someone's coming out of a time hole, time warp, some kind of time machine. That's what quantum leap's all about anyway. Yeah, I keep saying quantum leap because someone found out that Paul had changed his Facebook name to Sam Beckett, and Sam Beckett is Quantum Leap. But Sam never returned home. But we all know Paul did. Paul returned home, and like he said, I'm still here. Yes, I've told you my theory. I've let a few other people say it. I know it's a bit crazy, because that would mean that there wasn't even a Nicola, not as people would think. Which is why I said the Nicola Sturgeon thing, because it was all to do with trans people at the time. Some man wanted to call himself a woman after a rape on a woman and going into a woman's prison, and a lot of people got upset about that. And in the end, they couldn't go through with it because so many people caused an uproar. Same thing like this education with the children. You got the paedophile information exchange on their Newsnight talking about going into schools and re-educating the children. And that's what we're seeing now. They're in the schools and they're re-educating the children, and they're telling them there's 100 sexes, and they're showing them how to do this and do that. And it's not right. It's not right. It's not normal. But leave the children alone. Leave the children alone.